Hey there, true crime friends. Listen, crime time at lunchtime, true crime at lunchtime, whatever. Those little videos I drop at lunchtime, it is very, very late today. It's 1:30. I mean, listen, better late than never, because I almost didn't get a chance to put up anything today. It's crazy at work, but I'm working from home. As you can tell, I was on a Zoom call this morning, and my colleague is like, oh, is that your good Twizzler shirt? I said, in fact, it is. This is my work from home Twizzler shirt. Anyway. So look, instead of doing all the research on a crime, I'm just going to give you a brief little apropos of nothing that I discovered just today, just a few minutes ago. So look, I'm over there on the 13th juror, and like I am always, most days of the week. And so I'm watching, and I'm looking at Brandy, and I'm looking at the Lucy Cam, and I'm hanging out with my good girlfriends, my good true crime girlfriends. And I'm watching this Detective Carter, right? It's a lot of Carters in my family. So I'm looking at her real hard, like, is that one of my cousins? Is that one of my nieces? She look a lot like one of my nieces. So anyway, so I'm listening to her style as she interviews this dude who is the suspect, now the defendant. And it occurred to me, I might have missed my calling. Instead of being the town gossip, I could have been a detective. Can't you see it now? Look. This is how she would do. No, this is how I would do. I'd be like, hey, boy, how you doing? How your mom and them? Good. So listen, just because we're here in the jail and you're in that nice orange jumpsuit, are those bracelets comfortable? Because I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable. It's a couple of formalities we have to do before we can get down to it. But boy, I got to talk to you. Oh, my God. But before I talk to you, listen. As always, you know you got the right to remain silent, right? So, like, as always, anything you do say can and will be used to get you in a court of law. You know how these legal people be doing. Oh, it's so ridiculous. So, did you hear that rain last night? Oh, it rained so hard. Oh, my goodness. But listen, I'm going to have to go to the store after this. I got to clip some coupons. Money is tight. Is money tight for you, too? You know what? If money is tight, if you can't afford a lawyer will be appointed to you, right? That's good, right? And so then I would go through all of the reading the Miranda just like that. And then I would be like, okay, so what happened? And just have a little chitty chat. And I'm telling you right now, I personally believe, now listen, this technique is not going to work on homicidal maniacs, which I fully appreciate. Also, I don't want to hang around homicidal maniacs, so that works out good both ways. But if you take just some regular people, city people, suburban people, country people, fancy, not fancy, I could change it up and I could be like, Giles, were you at the gala last week? Oh my goodness. Could you believe that Matilda possibly stabbed her husband? You know we can't talk about these things. I could code switch just like that. Now, I would have to maybe keep an Urban Dictionary on hand and the Merriam-Webster dictionary, because sometimes when these folks are talking, I'm like, okay, Urban Dictionary, what does plug mean? Send. And then I just look it up. In my true crime days, I have learned the meaning of a plug, and I learned re-up. Those two go together. The plug is the higher up drug dealer who provides you with your drugs. Now you know. Look, I need one of those rainbows. Pring! The more you know. A plug is a cap, a lie, a falsehood, something like that. It's the history of that word, it comes from like fake gold teeth or caps. So if you are false or fake or lying, that is a cap. See, now you know too. And to re-up, now I learned that from watching The Wire. You go and you just go get some more. So if you're going back to the kitchen for seconds, you re-upping. If you go get some more gas in your car, you re-upping. When I refill my cup of coffee, I'm re-upping on my coffee. See? Now we know things. Now we can all sit and pretend to be like nice suburban ladies and gentlemen, but if necessary, we can flip the switch. All of us are fully prepared to code switch. This detective was amazing to me. So she's talking to Austin Ford, right? And she's like, oh, is that a baby in the background? Oh, is that your son? And he was like, no, that's my girlfriend's son. And she was like, what? Boy, look at you stepping up and doing the right thing. She had him talking about his family life, his mama, the girlfriend. Oh, how old is your baby? Is he talking yet? Really? Wow, my baby is not talking yet either. You want to tell me some things? Because me and you could talk. I would just slip it right in there. And then when she started talking about the weed, I was like, this boy about to give up the whole game. This detective is everything. She was like, I don't care about no weed. If you had weed at the house, why were you going to go get weed? I'm here to investigate a murder. Weed, that's not my thing. And he was like, yeah, I had the crappy weed that I was selling, but I wasn't trying to smoke that. I wanted the good quality weed. So I had to go out and buy weed. And she was like, right. That makes sense. Where'd you go though? Where'd you go? He was like, oh yeah, I just went up to the gas station. She's like, really? Which gas station? He's like, the BP at the corner. Meanwhile, she like, no, BP on the corner has the good weed. Okay, great. So listen, what else was y'all doing? Did you have like Molly, pills, heroin? What you got? And he was like, no, we just did. She's like, oh, okay. Listen, just between me and you. If I want to get some heroin and some hookers and some whatever, where would I go? And he was like, oh, up on 12th Street, it's a dude in a backwards baseball cap, and the password is Hail Mary. She's like, oh, bet. Thanks, dude, thanks. So anyway, on this little situation that you had with your friend, this little murder, this little inconvenience, I'm doing my best to help you out and to get you out of here, but I kind of need to know some more details. And he's like, right. He's like, I know your girl is worried, and we don't want Samantha to worry, do we? Tell me what you know, and then I can get you out of here, and then you can go back and be with Samantha. The baby's probably teething now. That's probably why she was so upset with you. This woman, little by little, bit by bit, drugged the story out of it. He told her everything. Now, as an aside, something about the way this case was presented by both the state and the defense made me think that Austin was a little bit slow. I don't know what it was about it, but I was like, does he have an intellectual disability? Now, this is before I heard him speak. Once I heard him like communicate back and forth with other people, I was like, no, that's not the case at all. But I don't know. Court TV was like, he was a young man. He's this age. He was friends with the girl. He had dyslexia. What does dyslexia have to do with anything I do? If dyslexia calls you to put the guns in the bullet backwards, or the bullets in the gun backwards, or do something else strange, then that would make sense to me. But the dyslexia was just like a throwaway line. They're like, we need something else to fill in here. Why did they just put, he had curly hair, he had brown skin, he's 5'8", like whatever. It's a nothing. It's a total nothing. Also, the state is never going to convict on this case. State, y'all don't have the evidence. Usually when I'm looking at these cases, I'm like, okay, if he's sitting there, obviously he did it, but y'all got to really prove it. Now, I'm looking at him with the side eye, like, I don't know, he might have done something. State, y'all standing up there rubbing sticks together trying to make fire, and they're wet sticks that are brand new and green. Like, y'all don't got nothing. You have a mother that is upset that her child is no longer alive. You have maybe the community in uproar, maybe not, but everybody in this girl's life was like, she was depressed and she was talking about unaliving herself. Like, okay. Even her mom was like, oh, I'm nervous that she might have unalived herself. Mom. And then her father was on the news like, we believe only a demon would do this. Parents, I'm going to need you to pull yourselves together. I know your feelings are hurt. I know this is a hurting feeling that your baby is gone. I do not know what I would do. I have a high school friend who lost a child under very similar circumstances, and it is devastating. It has been many years, and every year they're still posting her birthday and remembrances of her and pictures on her grave and all of that. I can't imagine the heartbreak. It's terrible. At the same time, you have taken your child to the hospital for SI, which is that S word that you can't say on the YouTube's ideation. You've had fights with her and all this other stuff. And mom and daddy, y'all up there, oh, the parents are beautiful. They're well put together. They have it all together. And then the friends get up there and tell the whole story. Yeah, her mama drank too much and they was fighting all the time. And, she felt like nobody loved her. Her parents was kicking her out the house, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, now all your business is in the street. Did mama and daddy have to sign off to be on court TV? Because I would be like, I would like to keep my personal business personal, please, because this case about to make me look crazy. So, if I ever end up in court, please don't let it go on court TV, because it's going to be something ridiculous. Like somebody says something to my child and I beat them to death with an iron skillet. And all you'd have to do is pull this YouTube channel, because all of my tips and tricks for committing murder are right here. I'm publishing them every day. And then I would be like, would I be dumb enough to publish them every day? Yes, because I have a big mouth and never know when to shut up. So they would be like, okay, let's scroll through here. Let's see. Was he dead like a carp on the floor? Check. Yes, we have one of those. Is there an iron skillet and a flat spot on his head? Check. Did she use WhatsApp to communicate with her co-conspirators? Double check. She already know Google is a snitch, so she turned off her Wi-Fi because apparently it's the Wi-Fi that's helping Google track you. You're welcome. Now you know. I just heard the lady, Detective Carter, the brilliant and beautiful Detective Carter, who might be my relative. I heard her say, it's the Wi-Fi. Okay, so you drive past something and your phone connects to the Wi-Fi, and then they're like, oh, you just drove past the tire store. Tires are on sale over here. It's the Wi-Fi that's getting us. Y'all, we got to be careful. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, except for the times that I'm a conspiracy theorist. So I believe conspiracy theories are ridiculous, except for the ones that I personally believe are true. All those other ones are out of their mind. The one about like birds are not real. We didn't land on the moon. We meaning not me because I wasn't born yet, but like humans didn't land on the moon and chemtrails. All of that is ridiculous. The ones that I personally believe, oh, those make perfect sense. And everybody should be wise and wary and keep a lookout. Keep one eye on the government and keep one eye on your phone. I know people who were like, don't get that COVID shot because that's how they chip you. That's how they track you. The government is keeping track of you. It's not even that complicated. The government don't have to put a chip in you. You put the chip in yourself. You get mad if your phone goes missing. You always got your phone. You always on your computer. You asking Google and Alexa and everybody else how to do everything. They don't even have to try. You're like, excuse me, I need to call an 800 number because my tracking device is down. I would like the government to track me more closely, please. My Wi-Fi is slow. I'm gonna need y'all to get quicker with tracking me. So, that taking the chip and we've been rounded up and put into cams. Nah. We ain't even got to do that. They just like, round us up by like political party or race or who likes Taylor Swift and who doesn't. All the important things in life. People will like isolate themselves. The government don't even have to try that hard. So listen, I have gone far afield. I'm always going far afield. I live far afield. When I'm near a field, it should be noteworthy, not when I'm far afield, because I am always far afield. Also, oh shoot, I just got 2 new emails. So I absolutely okay. I'm actually working today while listening to true crime, but I'm doing those things that will allow me to keep living in this house. So you have a great, safe day. I apologize that the true crime was late, but listen, at this rate, you lucky to be getting anything at all because, child, it's a mess over here. I got things to do. I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.